Hello everybody, this is Devin-Foxy Remastered speaking, and before this video can begin, please be sure to give this video a like and comment and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified so you won't miss a single video that comes on this channel. So anyway, as always, I'm going to get straight into the video anyways and get started talking like the usual always. So this video is gonna be different, as I normally would probably make a video at a times like this. Exactly, is that I'm gonna be talking about is the Amber Alert. Now, the Amber Alert. Well, I actually just want to let you guys know that the Amber Alert, that this is going to be a different discussion today. Normally I would make a different video than talking about this one, but I guess it had to probably be the time now, since I probably would want to go on ahead and kind of talk about the Amber Alert thing. Exactly, that's just been like happening almost like 2 times lately, exactly, on my phone lately, since I never even usually catch it all the time, but I've always usually just check on notifications anyway, just like an average person would exactly take a look on. So yeah, the Amber Alerts, they're pretty risky. They're pretty risky to, like, I don't know, just like get a notification by saying it's like, oh, there might be a kidnapper just going on ahead and just snatch somebody, like literally some kidnappers at this point, by saying it's like, oh, the kidnappers are just gonna like kidnap a person who might will probably be lost or might be alone at this point. It's just that it pretty much sucks. It really does suck. I'll admit, and I'll admit again, it does suck for most concerns. And each concerns that everybody already knows about the Amber Alert stuff. So, as in for how the Amber Alert was happening, was that, oh, trust me, I saw lots, and I mean lots, of Amber Alerts that could probably be on a TV, which I've probably seen those multiple times anyway back in Scappoose, that I actually just recently saw, and I was like, wait, what was even going on out there? Which I was like, oh yes, I forgot that there was like kidnappers around. Or pretty much yet, there might be like just a test going with a beep alert that was just going like, eep, eep. Like it was making that kind of noise exactly. Like, trust me, I saw that on TV the whole time. I'm not saying that like it could still happen again, but it could probably happen sometime later, or it highly depends on whether that happens anyway. Anyways, true momently of the story. Yes, I was back in Portland, exactly, in Oregon, exactly, whenever I actually heard the Amber Alerts before. So trust me, I've heard about those when I was over there, but now this is going to kind of be a little less different, which I'm still used to being so in Nevada, exactly, just to say is like, that's going to be something. Which, it might be my only time if I might ever seen something that does kind of like appear on the TV again, but it might sound like, oh, I don't know, it might sound like the Amber Alert thing. Like, it might sound like less of the Amber Alert, which would kind of sound like that in most other reasons. So I guess I'm only going to just make guesses at this point, since, well, the only thing that did saw what I saw on the notification on my phone earlier was I just saw the Amber Alert. I saw it about like 2 times that happened, I don't know, like 2 nights ago. That kind of happened exactly. Like the Amber Alert says something about like, oh, there's like a kidnapper who just kidnapped a child exactly for no reason exactly before it got canceled. I was like, damn, really? Like, bro, that's insane. Like, that's literally insane. Which I know that still happens anyway, but I'm just saying that for those again who want to be extra careful about that, then I probably would consider saying is I would rather have concerns just to be aware of that anyways, if that ever were to happen, just in case. So if I were myself, and if I were anybody right now, is that do not kidnap. That is bad news. That is literally bad news. So as I said again before, this is just like a first time thing ever mentioned about an Amber Alert thing, which I don't usually talk about Amber Alerts, but this is just a one-time thing on the channel that I just want to kind of briefly mention to anybody right now. So for those in the comments who might tell me by saying is like, oh, which country did anybody ever had an Amber Alert exactly? Basically, just recently, for those out there who say is like, oh, which Amber Alert of which places did any of them got Amber Alerts? By saying is like who kind of noticed about like kidnappings or whatever. But for those who can tell me, feel free to go do so in the comments. Just feel free to do that. So just feel free to do so. That'll be appreciated. And yeah, I was really not expecting it in the home country of like right now in Nevada. I just didn't expect it. I was like, holy shit, like that's for real, dude. Before it definitely got canceled, I was like, wow, that was actually a pretty good on time when it got canceled. Whenever it got caught up with the kidnapper, which was just a bit interesting in time speed. It was a little interesting, a bit time speed, but not bad. It's just like not bad with it, how the time speed just works. It's not like reverse psychology speed. It kind of just sounds to me, it's like time speed. Besides actually just going with reverse or non-reverse of psychology stuff, which it's just more like we call time speed anyway. So, as I said anyways before, it's just that is like freaking wild. That is like literally wild. Pretty wild, but pretty insane. So, hopefully I won't expect it from the TV that might get the Amber Alert, which is just my first time ever kind of experiencing the encounter. That's going to kind of sound less different or maybe sound very much the same, but it's just pretty much all about guessing at some certain point again. It's just that it's going to be pretty similar, but it's going to be sounding a little less different or sounding the same. Either way, I'm just going to go ahead and say is that for those who still have like Amber Alert like 2 nights ago, it could be like from Pacific Places exactly by saying is like, oh, which kind of Amber Alerts did anybody got them? Or if they could say is like, yes, we pretty much had some Amber Alerts in some other sides. Or the other side can say is like, no, we didn't have other Amber Alerts. It could have happened like, last week or something or whatever. Or it seems like zero. So all I can say is just that, yeah, people really got to be careful with kidnappers these days, bro. They got to be careful with that because, I mean, yeah, unfortunately, we all have to expect what's going to be expected. So if there's going to be unexpected, well, as I said again before, it's going to probably be a bit of a hard concern. So, damn. So anyway, that being said, anyways, just want to make this as a short video or maybe yet a bit of a longer video just to kind of get by the time and just kind of like get less bored so that way I don't have to feel bored anyways. So that's all I want to kind of talk about today. It's just that for those who are aware about the Amber Alerts, then yeah, if I were myself anyway, just do whatever you got to do and just hopefully that they'll stop the kidnapper and just do the usual stuff. But if not, then that's just sad and sickening, which is just pretty sad exactly. Like the only thing that was pretty sad exactly I did looked up by the way was about the something that there was a kidnapping back in like I don't know 1998 or something that like back in Texas or something was just like another kidnapper that just like I don't know kidnapped a girl or something exactly and yeah I don't want to mention about the other unknown stuff because I don't want to get like or should I say like that. So all I'm saying is again, I'm making guesses just to say how pretty scared that would be exactly. Of course, that everybody always has that kind of feeling by time and time, which we all understood that time. So as I said again before, be aware, whatever kidnappers are around, then just say the word no and just walk. That's all. Anyways, that being said, all I'm going to say once again as always is please be sure to give this video a like and comment and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified so that you don't miss a single video that comes straight onto this channel. As pretty much as always, definitely go ahead and do so. And oh, I actually definitely want to mention to you guys right now about how the live stream wasn't working, by the way. And here's an off-topic one, by the way, is I did kind of see the comments, by the way, in the chat that I think most people were right exactly as I did looked on the chat earlier by saying is like, oh damn, is that the silent not even working? Like I actually looked on there by the way, and so far that the live stream was muted or silented or something, which I tried to see what was going on, and I was like, wait, what the hell was even going on with the sound? Which, I mean, I don't know if people were telling me by saying it's like, oh, the sound was off. Which, yeah, I probably did kind of figure it out a little bit yesterday to kind of look onto it, and so far that there was like no subtitles, I was like, oh, so that's why it was quiet. I was like trying to put up the speaker up, but I guess it really didn't kind of like budge or anything. I think it had to do something with the complete nonsense of the Wi-Fi issue or less Wi-Fi issue or the sound or something. I was like, damn, freaking damn. Like, that's nuts. So, all I can say again, folks, is that I hope to say again otherwise, is that yeah, I'll probably figure out what was even going on with the sound anyways, but maybe I'll just like check it out or something just to kind of look for tutorials and see how I can like activate the sound without like deactivating the sound anyway, which is just a little bit complicated to kind of get past too, so that kind of stinks and that does kind of suck. So all I'm going to say again, folks, is I hope to say this otherwise is please be sure to give this video a like and comment and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified so that you don't miss a single video that comes on this channel. So anyways, as I said before, people from pretty much amount of other places exactly is please be aware of the Amber Alert. You know, by saying like, oh, if there's like a kidnapper going on, then yeah, I think everybody knows how to do that same drill as usually, is just do the 3 numbers and just call it on the phone as usual and just say like, oh, report the kidnapper or something and just try to stop the kidnapper from there and there. So all I'm going to say again, ladies and gentlemen, that it's pretty scary. And I'll admit again, it is pretty scary and full likely the most likely the scariest of all. So as I said anyways, beware of kidnappers as always and absolutely always aware of kidnappers. So that being said, as always, please be sure to give this video a like and comment and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified so that you don't miss a single video that comes on this channel. So anyways, that being said, it is time to wrap this up and it's time I get going and it's time I sign out anyways. So take care everybody, peace out as always, and I'll see you guys as always again in the next video. So this is Devin-Foxy Remastered speaking, and I will see you guys again for the next video. Bye bye everybody, take care, and signing out as always, and we'll see you next time. And don't forget, by the way, as I did mention on the post, by the way, exactly, that yes, the 7 colors, by the way, are revealed in the post. That yes, most likely my other versions of the colored versions of myself are actually being revealed. So if you guys look through the post, by the way, then yes, it is satisfyingly % true that it's on only matter the 7 colors, which no, I'm not saying that damn meme. For those again who would actually go on and catch me by saying it's like, ooh, this guy's going to say the meme. He's going to say the meme word again. Nope, I'm not saying that meme word. That meme is dead, and I hope it stays dead as long as anybody ain't using that meme. Because seriously, do not use that meme that is next to 5 or 8. Thank you. Do not even use that meme. It is so freaking cancer, and it's cringe. Cringe is shit, and cringe is stupid, and it's always been that way. So again, I'd say it's like, I don't give one effing damn about that meme. Because seriously, the meme's gonna die straight down the sink as usual. It's gonna just die on, and it won't exist. Because seriously, that is complete brain rot, bruh. That is like literally brain rot. And I pretty much would rather unbrain rot my brain. Thank you very much. Unbrain rot. Because I'm not that stupid enough not to get fooled by that. So, absolutely no. And for those who agree with me right there, then take the side with that, because I actually would say, seriously, brother, please thumb up for that, because I agree. And everyone else should agree too. Like, even everyone else agrees about that meme being trash, because, God, that meme is just sick and gross in a bad way, and a very likely of our intelligence. Like, seriously. It's an insult to everyone's intelligence. It literally is. And pretty much to that question, with the exact same question by saying is like, oh, the same old by saying it's like, yeah, it's an insult to everyone's intelligence, and it's including an insult to my intelligence as well, because it's just an insult. So, as I said before, anyways, that follow real memes. That is the pretty much the original memes. Support those real memes and original memes, not brain rot shit memes, because they're disgusting. So, as I said, anyways, go ahead and give this video a like and comment and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified so that you won't miss a single video that comes on this channel. As truly as always, respected as always, is that the main lesson is never get kidnapped in a car, in a truck, in a trailer, or any vehicle that is possible or less possible or more likely huge impossible. So again, do not get fooled by any of that, because that is going to be not looking good. So if I were myself anyways, yeah, don't get followed by that, because I mean, do not fall into that, because it's just a trick by saying is like, oh, there's just going to be some scary, which I know it's still going to be that way for a long bits of generations. But as I said before, do not get followed by that. We all have to say that, yeah, we're not falling for that, bro. We're not falling for that. So if I'm by myself anyways, don't fall for the trap. Just don't fall for the trap. And of course, that yes, hopefully that the Amber Alerts do continue to kind of happen, if some were detected or not, but hopefully it could probably just be still remain to continue in case for more reasons and more years to come. So hopefully, to say again, that we'll see what happens. As I said before, do not get kidnapped. Period. And end of story. So that being said, that is your interesting lesson. But yours truly is Blue Devin-Foxy Remastered. And yes, this is kind of like a first time on conversation to the channel for a while to kind of make this discussion, which if I have made the one or not. But for now, folks, this is just a one-time thing I'm making right now. It's just, yeah, don't get tricked by the people who kidnap you, because that's not cool. That is really not cool. So, that being said, I'll see you guys, as always, in the next video. Peace on out as always, and signing right out.